here's a really cool game that came out in 2009, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Started the whole Batman Arkham series. Might still be my favorite, my personal favorite.
It absolutely is my favorite of those
because
games.
of, I think you'll appreciate this, the Die Hard effect.
Yes.
It's all self-contained in one area.
One setting, it's not a big sprawling city, which I think that's like a lot of games lean towards that. Not necessarily as a crutch, but sort of to like show off and flaunt a little. We have a whole city. But I think there's something kind of incredible about creating one environment, making it tight and just awesome to navigate. It had a lot of sort of Metroid Prime, Zelda elements to it of I can't get in that thing yet, I don't know how to go up there yet, but eventually I'll learn. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like that in 2005 when we got Christopher Nolan's, like, the beginning of those films, like, that was, like, the reset of Batman being, like, you know, dark and edgy. And I really didn't care about superhero games until this one actually blew my mind, and it's actually one of my favorite games of all time just because, like, you didn't really expect them to really, like, go into all these characters and exploit them in a way that they did, like, with Ivy and Croc. Like, they gave them all equal time as well as the Joker to actually, like, make you, like, feel like these characters, you're actually watching a movie in motion. You're playing with the movie. And like you said, like, you get all these tools that you don't really know what you're doing with them first, and then you can actually go back and discover all these real cool secrets later on in the game. It's really entertaining with the detective mode and all this other stuff. Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I like that they made it its own thing and didn't like make it a movie tie-in.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned like the bosses. I thought that was such a clever way to sort of weave in famous characters throughout Batman history, and also like Easter eggs and references everywhere. They were on like computer terminals. There were Riddler trophies everywhere that alluded to other stuff. But like you would turn a corner and be like, oh, this is like Poison Ivy's area. This is, you know, Killer Croc's like basement sewer.
It was kind of like a reward to fans. It's like, if you know the comics and stuff, here are the people that you definitely want, and if you're new to them, here's your great introduction. You don't really need a lot, but you know, now you get to appreciate these characters for the other games.
Yeah.
This was developer Rocksteady's only their second game. Their first game was 2006's Urban Chaos Riot Response.
Never heard of it.
Really?
I don't know.
I don't think the world remembers that game, but then Rocksteady they took 3 years and then they made Batman Arkham Asylum.
I mean, Arkham Asylum was kind of a Riot response, right?
I guess so. Basically the same game.
Yeah.
They just reskinned it with Batman.
Oh, come on!
Oh, that just reminded me of the opening for Arkham Asylum too, where you're just walking down as you're arresting the.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, the combat was really awesome too. We saw it in hundreds of other games
You'll see it
afterwards.
today. You saw Mad Max last year in Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor,
Here's a fun fact. One developer at Rocksteady spent 2 years programming Batman's cape. It has over 700 animations.
He must have been heartbroken to see it get torn apart throughout that game. Every time you checked in with Batman on that game, it was like, oh, you got another hole in your cape? What's going on, dude?
That was another day in his job.
Yep.
Just like, now I gotta work with this new cape.
On another hole.
Hey, we tore up all your work last night.